रही किसी ने मेरा श्याम देखा, राधा ढूंढ रही किसी ने मेरा श्याम देखा। राधा तेरा श्याम हमने सर्व जगत में देखा, राधा तेरा श्याम हमने सर्व जगत में राधा तेरा श्याम हमने वैष्णव जन में देखा, राधा तेरा श्याम हमने वैष्णव। अरे राधे राधे जपते हुए ओ राधा तेरा श्याम देखा, राधे राधे जपते हुए ओ राधा तेरा श्याम देखा। ओ राधे राधे जपते हुए ओ राधा तेरा श्याम देखा, राधे राधे जपते हुए ओ राधा तेरा श्याम देखा। राधा ढूंढ रही किसी ने मेरा श्याम देखा, किसी ने मेरा श्याम देखा। राधा ढूंढ रही किसी ने मेरा श्याम देखा, राधा ढूंढ रही किसी ने मेरा श्याम देखा। जय श्री राधा रानी की जय। Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Prabhu. राधे राधे बोल, राधे राधे बोल, बरसाने में डोल के मुख से राधे राधे बोल, राधे राधे बोल, राधे राधे बोल, बरसाने में डोल के मुख से राधे राधे बोल, राधे राधे बोल, राधे राधे बोल, बरसाने में डोल के मुख से राधे राधे बोल, राधे राधे बोल, राधे राधे बोल, बरसाने में डोल के मुख से राधे राधे बोल। राधे 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 जय श्री राधे, राधे 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 जय श्री राधे, राधे 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 जय श्री राधे। ओ राधे जय श्री राधे, राधे जय श्री राधे, राधे जय श्री राधे, राधे बरसाने में डोल के मुख से राधे राधे बोल, बरसाने श्री बरसानो दाम रंगीलो, श्री बरसानो दाम रंगीलो ब्रज दाम रंगीलो, दाम रंगीलो ब्रज दाम राधे है अनमोल के मुख से राधे राधे बोल। राधे है अनमोल के मुख से राधे राधे बोल। राधे राधे बोल, राधे राधे बोल, बरसाने में डोल के मुख से राधे राधे बोल। ब्रह्माचल पर्वत मन बायो, ब्रह्माचल पर्वत मन बायो, ब्रह्माचल पर्वत मन बायो, ब्रह्माचल पर्वत बायो। राधे करत की लोल के मुख से राधे राधे बोल। राधे करत की लोल के मुख से राधे राधे बोल। राधे राधे बोल, राधे राधे बोल, बरसाने में डोल के मुख से राधे राधे बोल। राधे राधे बोल, बरसाने में डोल के मुख से राधे राधे बोल। ब्रज की गलियां मोहन खेले, ब्रज की गलियां मोहन खेले, मोहन खेले सावरिया खेले, मोहन खेले सावरिया खेले। और ग्वालन को टोल के मुख से राधे राधे बोल। और ग्वालन को टोल राधे राधे बोल। राधे राधे बोल, राधे राधे बोल, बरसाने में डोल के मुख से राधे राधे बोल। राधे राधे बोल, बरसाने में डोल के मुख से राधे राधे बोल। गहवर वन की लता पतन में, गहवर वन की लता पतन, गहवर वन की लता पतन में, गहवर वन की लता पतन में। पक्षी बोले राधे बोल के मुख से राधे राधे बोल। पक्षी बोले राधे बोल के मुख से राधे राधे बोल। राधे राधे बोल, राधे राधे बोल, बरसाने में डोल के मुख से राधे राधे बोल। बरसाने में डोल के मुख से राधे राधे बोल। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। गोपाल राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद, गोपाल राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद। हे गोपाल राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद, कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद, कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद, राधे गोविंद गोविंद, राधे गोविंद गोविंद। हे गोपाल राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद, Hey Gopal Radha Krishna Govinda Govinda. Hey Gopal Radha Krishna Govinda Govinda. Gopal Radha Krishna Govinda Govinda. Jai Shri Radha Nilamadava ki jai.
Allowed to sing. Come on. This next bhajan has very beautiful words to it. It says, "O beautiful one Krishna, O youthful boy, who lives in my heart, please come to me, O dark Shamal, O delighter of my eyes. The desire of my heart is to worship you intimately. In this hope, I humbly bow down unto your lotus feet. O love of my eyes, please take me with you. While I am suffering in your separation, the melody of our impending meeting is the only thing that gives me any happiness. O monarch of my life, why do you remain silent and never speak to me? Tears are flowing from my eyes, and nothing in this world gives me any satisfaction. How much longer must I continue living in this condition? You are making me weep and cry out for you, O darling Giridhari Lal. If I cannot attain you in this lifetime, then I shall just give up and surrender myself unto death." Sundaramo Manakishore, Hey so hey Shamala Nayana Viram. Hey so hey Shamala Nayana Viram. Hey so hey Shamala Nayana Viram. Bajiboto mai Moramana chai. Bajiboto mai Moramana chai. Sharanera Raki Ekti Pranam. Sharanera Raki Ekti Pranam. Hey so hey Shamala Nayana Viram. Hey so hey Shamala Nayana Viram. Sundarama Manakishore, Hey so hey Shamala Nayana Viram. Harivilas Jai. Nayanera Prema Harivilas Jai. Milanera Su Virohe Sukai. Milanera Su Virohe Sukai. Prane Divata Kabinahi Kata. Prane Divata Kabinahi Kata. Mayanira Dara Manena Viram. Eso Hishamala Nayana Viram. Eso Hishamala Nayana Viram. Sundaramor Manakishore. Eso Hishamala Nayana Viram. Emri Kuriya Arakotuka. Emri Kuriya Arakotuka. Emri Kuriya Arakotuka. Kangalayama Giridarila. Jivan hai jadi nahi paye. Jivan hai jadi nahi paye. Marane rupare sarana nilam. Eso Hishamala Nayana Viram. Eso Hishamala Nayana Viram. Sundaramor Manakishore. Eso Hishamala Nayana Viram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Shamalal Kanai Lal Ki Jai. The great saint and beautiful and pure devotee, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, has written the following. It is the formula for a sharanagati, surrender, sincere surrender to Krishna. And he says in this bhajan, out of compassion for the fallen souls, Sri Krishna Chaitanya came to this world with his personal associates and divine abode to teach saranagati, surrender to the Almighty Godhead, and to freely distribute ecstatic love of God, which is ordinarily very difficult to obtain. This saranagati is the very life of the true devotee. The ways of saranagati are humility, dedication of the self, acceptance of the Lord as one's only maintainer, faith that Krishna will surely protect his devotee. Execution of only those acts favorable to pure devotion, and renunciation of conduct adverse to pure devotion. The youthful son of Nanda Maharaj, Sri Krishna, hears the prayers of anyone who takes refuge in him by this sixfold practice. Bhaktivinoda Thakura places a straw between his teeth, prostrates himself before the two Goswamis, Sri Rupa and Sri Sanatan, and clasps their lotus feet with his hands, saying, "I am certainly the lowest of men," he tells them weeping, "but please make me the best of men by teaching me the ways of Saranagati." Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jivedoya Kori Swaprasada Swiyadama Sahava Avatari. Bolo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jivedoya Kori Swaprasada Swiyadama Sahava Avatari. Aityanta Dulabha Prema Kori Baredana Shikaya Saranagati Bhakti Ramana. Aityanta Dulabha Prema Kori Baradana Shikaya Saranagati Bhakti Ramana. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jivedoya Kori Swaprasada Swiyadama Sahava Avatari. Danya Atmani Vedana Goptrite Varana Avasya Rakshibe Krishna Vishwasa Pralana. Danya Atmani Vedana Goptrite Varana Avasya Rakshibe Krishna Vishwasa Pralana. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jivedoya Kori Swaprasada Swiyadama Sahava Avatari. Bhakti Anukulya Matra Karyera Svikara Bhakti Pratikula Bhava Varjanangara. Bhakti Anukula Matra Karyera Svikara Bhakti Pratikula Bhava Varjanangikara. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jivedoya Kori Swaprasada Swiyadama Avatari. Sadanga Saranagati Hoi Bejahara Tahara Pratana Sune Shinanda Kumara. Sadanga Saranagati Hoi Bejahara Tahara Pratana Sune Shinanda Kumara. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rupa Sanatana Pade Dante Jina Kori Bhakati Vinoda Bodhi Dun Padadori. Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Goya Kori Swaprasada Suyadama Savatari. Kandiya Bole Amito Adama Shikaye Saranagati Koroe Utama. Kandiya Bole Amito Adama Shikaye Saranagati Koroe Utama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. We'll be working overtime. This next bhajan is often sung in Vrindavan, and I think it's in the language of Braj. It's Hindi, but I guess they have a few particular words or ways of saying it. And it says, all glories to Shri Radharani, all glories to Shri Krishna, all glories to their abode Vrindavan, all glories to the gopis who are the jewel of the crown of the Rasika mood of pure love. In this ecstatic mood, Krishna sings Radhe Radhe, and Radha sings Sham Sham. The holy name and the divine pair of Radha Sham are my life and soul. I only have one treasure within this life, the son of Nanda Maharaj, the enchanter of all, and pleasure giver to Radharani are my life and soul. Sham is the only person who I love. My daily life, mind, body, and soul is being overwhelmed by the love of Shama. I am verily the maidservant of Srimati Radharani, who is the eternal queen of the eternal abode of Vrindavana. My wish is to obtain a daily practice of doing eternal service in the eternal abode. Thus, I wish to keep my life in the way my master Srimati Radharani desires. Srimati Radharani ki jai. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavana, Rasika Mukutamani, Jaya Gopigan. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavana, Rasika Mukutamani, Jaya Gopigan. Rasika Mukutamani, Jai Gopigan. Mero eka pranadana, eka hi jivana. Mero eka pranadana, eka hi jivana. Nanda Nandana Mahadana Mohana Radhika Raman. Nanda Nandana Mahadana Mohana Radhika Raman. Jai Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jaya Vrindavana, Rasika Mukutamani, Jaya Gopigan. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavana, Rasika Mukutamani, Jaya Gopigan. Rasika Mukutamani, Jaya Gopigan. Radhe 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 Sham, Radhe 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 Sham. Radhe 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 Sham, Radhe Radhe Sham Sham. Radhe Shama Yugala Nama Mero Eka Pran. Radhe Shama Yugala Nama Mero Eka Pran. Jai Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jaya Vrindavana Rasika Mukutamani Jai Gopiga Jai Radhe Jai Krishna Jaya Vrindavana Rasika Mukutamani Jai Gopiga Rasika Mukutamani Jai Gopiga श्याम ही से मेरो प्यारो श्याम ही मेरो बाराता श्याम ही मेरो प्यारो श्याम ही मेरो बाराता श्याम ही सोमायो आतो यमुदनमा श्याम ही सोमायो आतो यमदनमा जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावना रसिका मुकुटमणि जय गोपिका जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावना रसिका मुकुटमणि जय गोपिका रसिका मुकुटमणि जय गोपिका मैं तो हूँ वही सहचारी राधा रानी की मैं तो हूँ वही सहचारी राधा रानी की मैं तो हूँ वही सहचारी राधा रानी की नित्य दाम वृंदावन महारानी की नित्य दाम वृंदावन महारानी की जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन रसिका मुकुटमणि जय गोपिका बोलो जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन रसिका मुकुटमणि जय गोपिका जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन रसिका मुकुटमणि जय गोपिका रसिका मुकुटमणि जय गोपिका रसिका मुकुटमणि जय गोपिका नित्य दाम नित्य सेवा नित्य पोमतोयामा नित्य दाम नित्य सेवा नित्य पोमतोयामा राखो रुचि सोई जोई ठाकुरानी की राखो रुचि सोई जोई ठाकुरानी की जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन रसिका मुकुटमणि जय गोपिका Jai Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jai Vrindavana, Rasika Mukutta Mani, Jai Gopika. Radhe 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 Shyam, Radhe Radhe Shyam Shyam. Radhe 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 Shyam, Radhe 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 Shyam. Radhe 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 Shyam, Radhe Radhe Shyam Shyam. Radhe 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 Shyam, Radhe Radhe Shyam Shyam. Radhe Shyam Yugala, Namo Mera Eka Prana. Radhe Shyam Yugala, Namo Mera Eka Prana. Radhe Shyama Yugala Nama Mero Eka Pran. Bolo Jai Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jai Vrindavana, Rasika Mukutta Mani, Jai Gopika, Jai Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jai Vrindavana, Rasika Mukutta Mani, Jai Gopika, Jai Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jai Krishna, Rasika Mukutta Mani, Jai Gopika. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Jai Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jai Vrindavana, Rasika Mukutta Mani, Jai Gopika. Jai Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jai Vrindavana, Rasika Mukutta Mani, Jai Gopika. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jai Vrindavana, Rasika Mukutamani, Jai Gopika, Jai Radhe, Jai Vrinda, Jai Krishna, Rasika Mukutamani, Jai Gopika, Rasika Mukutamani, Jai Gopika. Rasika Mukutamani, Jai Vrindavana, Jai Gopika, Rasika Mukutamani, Jai Gopika. Shrimati Radharani ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam namaskritya naram cheva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udirayet. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura Premanandi Ki Jai. So today we're going to hear a very interesting story about Sri Vyasadeva, the author of the Vedas, and his dilemma. And we're reading from Canto 1, Chapter 5, verse number 15 of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Vyasadeva, of course, compiled the 4 original Vedas. There was one original Veda, but he divided it into 4 sections called the Rig Veda, the Sama Veda, the Yajur Veda, and Atharva Veda. Rig Veda explains which devata or demigod one can offer sacrifices to in order to get certain benefits from him. So there are many offerings in the Rig Veda to Indra, to Varuna, to Mitra, to Lord Shiva, to Durga Mata, and so forth. The Samaveda teaches how to say the mantras to perform those ceremonies, those rituals. And the Yajurveda explains how to organize the actual fire sacrifice. And it's very complicated. There are different types of fires. The Brahmins have to ignite the fires with mantras, so you have to be highly trained to do these things. You can't use a match. You can't buy a match in the 7-Eleven and light the fire with it. You have to light the fire with a mantra. And there are different mantras for different types of fire. It's not just one type of fire. And then the Atharva Veda gives supplemental information, such as Ayurveda, and such as, well, there are things such as how to kill your enemy and so forth. It's very interesting. One Gujarati Muslim wrote an imitation of the Atharva Veda for Muslims. And he especially focused on the cursing part. So many times, not many times, but sometimes after the Muslim prayers, especially on Fridays, there can be up to half an hour of curses. You know, they're cursing Trump, they're cursing his family, they're cursing America, they're cursing this and that. So, but that's not the purpose of the Atharva Veda. Atharva Veda has supplemental information like Ayurveda, which is actually good for people and so forth. Then Vyasadeva compiled the Puranas, ancient histories, and he wrote the Mahabharata, the history of the world from creation right up to the end of the Battle of Kurukshetra. And then he wrote the Vedanta Sutra, the very rigorous, scientific, and philosophical explanation of the absolute truth. But it's focused on the nature of the absolute truth as the impersonal Brahman. In the Bhagavad Gita, it's explained that there are 3 stages of understanding God. Vadanti tattvavidas tattvam advanam acharam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti sabhyate. So there's 3 levels. There's Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. So the Vedanta Sutra focuses on understanding the Brahman, effulgence that emanates from the body of Krishna. And it sometimes can be interpreted by certain people like Sankaracharya as being something impersonal. Actually, a Brahman is not really impersonal. It looks like that. It's just like the ocean looks like it's impersonal. And then you see a whale jump out of it. But when the whale jumps back in, it looks impersonal again, right? If you took a picture flying over the Pacific Ocean from the window, your window, how much of the ocean would you see from that picture? You wouldn't see anything, right? And it would look impersonal to you. You know, it just looks like a flat water body, flat body of water. But actually, it's not impersonal. It's a whole world of variety and living entities in the ocean. So the Brahma Jyoti is the foundation on which the spiritual reality exists and the material creation exists, on the Brahma Jyoti. It is the foundation of existence. The Brahma Jyoti enters the material world through the sun. It's the Brahma Jyoti coming from the spiritual sky, the effulgence emanating from Krishna's body, bounces off the sun and comes into the universe right now that we're living in, and it maintains all living things. If the sun did not shine, everything would die immediately in the universe. The sun is the source of all energy. There's one sun, contrary to what the astronomers say. There's only one sun. The stars are also like the moon. They reflect the light of the sun. Now, what is that light emanating from the body made of? It's made of infinite jiva atmas, like you and me. We are jiva atma, we're individual souls. And we appear as pencils of light. And we eventually fall down into the material world like rain, with rain. And we're absorbed by wheat and rice and other grains. And eventually when people eat those grains, especially men, it becomes the seed of life. And then that seed is implanted in a woman and then a child is born, and this is the way we come down into the material world. So the Brahmajyoti is only a partial understanding of God. Above the Brahmajyoti is Paramatma. Paramatma is the expansion, infinite expansion of Krishna as the super soul, present in the heart of every living entity and present in every atom of the universe. That's why things work. That's why right now the earth is revolving on its axis. It's also revolving around the sun. The sun and the entire solar system is revolving around a solar axis in the universe. And each movement is precise. The earth revolves on its axis around 2,000 miles a second. And then the earth revolves around the sun around 20,000 miles. I'm sorry, 2,000 miles, an hour. And then it revolves around the sun 20,000 miles an hour. And the sun, with the whole solar system, revolves around the solar axis around 400,000 miles an hour. Do you feel any shaking? So because these are exactly precise movements that are controlled by the Lord. If you don't believe me, you can look it up on the internet. You know, and double check. So, and then also, the earth also, besides rotating on its axis, there's a tilt of the axis. Like right now, when there's winter here, the earth is tilted on its axis farther away from the sun, and the southern hemisphere is tilted closer to the sun. Therefore, it's summer right now in South America and winter here. And then it's going to tilt again where the northern hemisphere is closer to the sun and the southern hemisphere is farther away. It becomes summer here and winter there. Now, these type of movements are precise. They're so precise that astronomers can predict these movements, not because they're controlling them, but because someone else who's controlling them are doing it precisely. And who is doing it? I mean, we can't even control our car, right? Who is controlling all these universal movements that life depends on? In fact, we keep our watch according to that movement, and every year we have to correct our watch according because our watch keeps imperfect time. The perfect time is kept by these movements. Time is, by the way, calculated by movement. So the Paramatma, Krishna's expansion into every atom of creation, into the heart of every living entity, not only human beings, every living entity. One time a devotee challenged Srila Prabhupada. He said, Prabhupada, Bhagavad Gita says that Paramatma is present in the heart of every living entity. But biologists tell us that worms don't have a heart. And Prabhupada said, who said that? He said, biologists. He said, they are nonsense. They don't know what they're talking about. He said, well, how about a germ? A germ doesn't have a heart. He said, yes, it does. You can't see it, but it has a heart. Because Krishna says, Sarva Shichaham Hridi Sanivisto. I am, in 15th chapter, 15th verse, I am in the heart of every living entity. He also says, Ishvara, no, not Ishvara Parama, Ishvara Sarva Vede Suhridde Serujuna Tistaha. So he says that I am present in the heart of every living entity, twice in the Bhagavad Gita. Right? So, therefore, if we accept the a priori truths, a priori means self-evident truths of the Vedas, then we will not be fooled by the observation of imperfect scientists. Just because they can't see the heart in a worm or in a germ, they say it doesn't exist. Just like one day there was a blind man walking with a friend, and the friend said, oh, the sun is shining beautifully today. The blind man said, I don't believe it because I can't see it. Does that mean the sun doesn't exist? Does that mean the sun's not shining just because the blind man can't see? So we should not believe what the scientists say if it's contrary to what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. So everything works in this world because of the presence of Paramatma in every atom and in the heart of every living entity. And he is directing our wanderings, just like the state of Washington is directing your wanderings when you drive a car, because there's so many signs, there's so many rules of driving, and it says, 9% descent on this road. And it says, be careful, it can be slippery in the wintertime. And then it says, in this stretch, the speed limit is only 20 miles an hour. You're going through a school zone. So if you go 28 or 26 miles an hour, you get a ticket. They have cameras, right? So the state of Washington is directing our driving. You might think, no one's directing me, I'm free. No. Well, if you violate the rules, you get a ticket. You see? In the same way, Krishna is directing the wandering of every living entity. How does he do that? Well, he gives us instruments to use. They're called eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin, and the mind. These are called senses. These are called knowledge-acquiring senses. If you were born without eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin, could you do anything? You tell me, sir. Huh? Limited. It would be zero. Those are the knowledge-acquiring senses. You wouldn't be able to learn anything. Right? And if you didn't have legs with feet and arms and with hands and fingers, and you didn't have a mouth with a tongue, and you didn't have anus and a genital, you wouldn't be able to do any work. You'd be a vegetable. See? So he gives us this equipment for a specific reason. It's for self-realization. But we become convinced very quickly through junk education that the purpose of life is sense gratification, self-indulgence, selfish acquiring of exploitative happiness by exploiting other people and natural resources. So because of that, we get trapped by the laws of karma. So here we see that everything we do depends on Krishna, whether it's pious activity or impious activity. For example, if I want to commit a crime, I have to be convinced that I will not be caught. Otherwise, why should I do that? Right? If you want to cheat on your income tax, you have to be convinced that you probably can get away with it. In fact, there was this one man, he cheated on his wife, and his wife caught him. And she was not very forgiving, but he begged her, and finally she forgave him. And she said, "Why did you do this?" He said, "I thought I could get away with it." You see? You see, that is the proof that Krishna has to help you if you want to cheat on your income tax or whatever. How does he help you? He says in Bhagavad Gita 15:15, Sarva shichaham hridi sanivisto matak smitir jnanam apahanam cha. He says, Sarvasya, he said, I am in the heart of every living entity, and from me comes knowledge, remembrance, and forgetfulness. Because if you want to come close to Krishna, he will give you. You don't have to study. He will give you. He will reveal it, because all knowledge comes from Paramatma, which is present in our heart. He will give you the knowledge and remembrance to come to him. But if you want to commit sinful activities, and you insist on it in your mind by thinking about it all the time, and praying for it, or hoping for it, and so forth, and planning for it, then he will give you forgetfulness of him, so you can do it. So you're free to engage in sin. If you're always remembering Krishna, it's tough to engage in sinful activity. But if you really insist, he gives you forgetfulness. You forget completely. You smoke some marijuana, or you drink Johnny Walker, and you forget. And then you commit some sinful activity, some stupid, ridiculous, sinful activity, and you get in trouble. I thought I could get away with it. You can't get away with anything. None of us can get away with anything. Why? Because Paramatma is there. Krishna is there witnessing everything we do. So how can we get away? Just like a thief. He thinks, oh, it's nighttime now, everybody's sleeping, no one will see me, and I would rob so-and-so. No, Krishna is seeing you, so you never get away. And eventually, it catches up to you. So for example, I'll give you a real example. One time, long time ago, before we had this beautiful building, we just had a broken down shack here, and I had worked really hard one summer to make money for the temple, and I was able to make about $20,000 in profit, and I worked with a partner, and then at the end of the summer I told him, okay, I'm going to go to the temple now and use this money for the temple. He said, okay. So I took the money, and I had it in my car, and I was very tired, so I came to the temple, and at that time I had to do arti, I had to cook, I had to clean, I had to do everything because there were no devotees. And so by 10 o'clock in the morning, after all the puja is finished, I took rest. And when I woke up, my bag like this was missing, and I had a bad feeling, so I went into my car to see, and the car window had been broken. This happened here, right? And then I looked around where I hid the money, and they didn't see it. So I went to the bank, put it in the bank. And I was trying to think, who would try to do this? Who knew that I had a large amount of money in my car? Well, there was my partner during the summer, and there could have been some workers that I was directing. So I thought about it, and I said, look, I can't accuse anyone. I'm not sure who it is. So I let it go. 3 years later, the person I partnered with told me who did it. Right? Sometimes you have to wait to find out. And we were talking one day, and all of a sudden he blurped, he slipped, and he said, you know, someone tried to rob you. He said, I know who it is, and he explained who it was. So that person who tried to rob me, he was coming to the temple every weekend with his family. So I confronted him. And when I confronted him, he said, no, I went along with the robbers just to make sure that it wouldn't hurt you. I said, but how did the robbers know I had money? He said, that I don't know, he said. But of course he knows. He's the one who arranged it, right? So you can't hide anything. The truth will eventually come out. Therefore, it's better not to do anything wrong. If you do nothing wrong, you have nothing to worry about. If you do something wrong, you have something to worry about. And if you're really stupid, you think, I think I can get away with it. That's stupidity. You can't get away with anything because Paramatma is the witness at all times. So that's the second level of understanding God. And the third level is Bhagavan, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One time there was a German scholar who came to India and converted to Vaishnavism. He was a very intelligent person. And someone asked him, he said, well, why did you become a Vaishnava, especially, you know, a Gaudiya Vaishnava? He said, well, I came to India several times, and I studied Hinduism and the Vedas. This man was a PhD. And he said, and I went to many temples. I visited Durga temples, I visited Shiva temples, I visited Hanuman temples, I visited, different temples all over India. And every temple I went in, I saw that Durga was doing something. She had 10 arms, and she had weapons in each arm. Right? And then I saw that Shivaji also has a Trisul. He's doing something. Right? They're either fighting or killing demons or something. You know? But when I went to the Krishna temple, I saw he had a flute, and he was just playing his flute and dancing. He said, this must be God. He's not forced to do anything. He's just enjoying. Now, this German guy was smart. He was very smart. Paryapasate, te sam nitya bhyuktanam, yogashemam vaham yaham. He said, one who's dedicated to me with love and devotion, I preserve what he has and give what he lacks. That's yoga and shema. So what does that mean? Preserve what you have means that, first of all, give what you lack. He makes Krishna consciousness easily available for you. And number two, if you take the Krishna consciousness, he protects you so you don't leave it. That's what it means. But on a lower level, it means if you don't have enough money, or you have a Ford but you want a Tesla or something like that, he might help you get that. Right? And if your 401k is all you have, he might let it keep increasing. Right? That's a lower understanding of it. The higher understanding is he makes Krishna consciousness easily available. Just like this temple makes Krishna consciousness easily available to you. Right? It's not like, some temple in Hyderabad or in Bombay. It takes you maybe 2 hours to go there when there's not much traffic, and 4 hours to go home when there's traffic. So how many times are you going to go to a temple like that? No. But this temple, you can get here very easily, and when you come here, it's not that, oh, I go in there for 2 minutes, I have darshan, I get a little mystery, and I leave. That's not what this temple is about. This temple is about coming here, learning about Krishna from the authentic Vedic literatures, learning how to chant Hare Krishna, learning how to do seva, and having prasadam. This is a temple where prasadam is served all the time, and in that way, you get benefited spiritually every time you come. This is not a place you come for a little mystery, right? A little piece of white sugar. One time a man told me, Prabhuji, you're not managing this temple properly. I said, really? What's wrong? He said, what you're doing, you're wasting money. You're wasting temple's money. I said, how am I wasting? You have to buy these flowers all the time. Just get some plastic flowers. One time a year, you put them up there. That's it. You have them for the whole year. I said, really? He said, yeah. And this prasadam. You're making prasadam. You're using ghee and all this. You're wasting Krishna's money. You just give a little mystery. You can buy 10 pounds of it for like 50 paisa. Now, this guy, he thought he was helping us by telling me that, right? But I told him, no. I said, you don't understand deities. You don't understand it. So, what do you mean I don't understand? These are idols. They don't need your prasadam and ghee and ladus and all these different things you're offering. They don't need this pongal and vada and sambar, and it doesn't need that. You just give him a little bit of mystery, that's it. So I told him, look, deity is non-different than Krishna. And therefore, I said, when your grandmother comes to visit you from India, you give her a little piece of mystery? And then you say, get the hell out of here now. No. You treat her, you give her the best room in your house, you treat her with all respect, you give her the best food, you drive her here, you do everything for her, right? So this is more than your grandmother. This is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If you can treat the deity nicely, then you're practiced to meet Krishna. But if you just treat him like an idol, you'll never see Krishna. He didn't understand, because his way of calculating was in terms of money, rupiah. See, his God is not Krishna, his God is rupiah. But when your God is Krishna and you know who Krishna is, then you will sacrifice everything for him. Because whatever we sacrifice is nothing compared to what we will get. Eternal life, happiness, peace, and loving relationships that increase in love all the time. That's exactly what we want, what every person wants. So here, Vyasadeva, he was ordered by his guru. He said, you have misled the people. And he says here, he's speaking to, Narada speaking to Vyasa, he said, the people in general are naturally inclined to enjoy, and you have encouraged them in that way in the name of religion. This is verily condemned, and is quite unreasonable, because they are guided under your instructions. They will accept such activities in the name of religion and will hardly care for prohibitions. Srila Vyasadeva's compilation of different Vedic literatures on the basis of regulated performance of materialistic activities or fruitive activities or yagyas for material benefit, as depicted in the Mahabharata and other literatures, is condemned herewith by Srila Narada. The human beings, by long material association, life after life, have a natural inclination by practice to endeavor to lord it over material energy. They have no sense of the responsibility of human life. The human form of life is a chance to get out of the clutches of illusory matter. In other words, get out of illusion, moha. Right? The Vedas are meant for going back to Godhead, going back to home, back to the spiritual world, to revolve in the cycle of transmigration in a series of lives numbering 8,400,000 is an imprisoned life for the condemned conditioned souls. We, before we get to the human form, we already went through 8,400,000 species of life. Birth, death, birth, death, birth, death, to finally come to the human form of life in which we have a chance to meet a genuine representative of Krishna like Srila Prabhupada, who's giving us bona fide scriptures, not junk scriptures, and a chance to end the cycle of birth and death and go back to Godhead. The human form of life is a chance to get out of the imprisoned life, and as such, the only occupation of the human being is to reestablish his lost relationship with God. Under the circumstances, one should never be encouraged in making a plan for sense enjoyment in the name of religious functions. Such diversion of the human energy results in a misguided civilization. Srila Vyasadeva is the authority in Vedic explanations in the Mahabharata, etc., and his encouragement in sense enjoyment in some form or other is a great barrier for spiritual advancement, because people in general will not agree to renounce material activities which hold them in material bondage. Okay, so I'm not going to finish this now because it's getting a little late. You come back again next week, I will finish it, because this is an extremely serious subject. This shows you the difference between unbona fide scriptures and bona fide scripture. Scriptures that encourage you for sense gratification and domination in the material world, and scriptures that encourage you to surrender, sharanam, to Lord Krishna, and be under the protection and guidance of the Lord. The lamb that is protected by God, nobody can kill. And the lamb that's not protected by God, anybody can kill. So the most important thing we need in our life is the protection of God, of Krishna. Every parent wants to protect their children, but it's not possible to watch them 24 hours a day. In fact, just this past week, or last week, a lady who had a son, only like 6, 7 years old, 8 years old, and he was slightly autistic, in Whatcom County. She went with her son to a playground that was not far away from a river. And he was playing and she was watching him, and a friend of hers came. And she started speaking to her friend. And after a couple of minutes, she realized she didn't hear her son. So she looked back and looked around, and her son wasn't there. They found him 3 weeks later, downstream, dead. She took her eyes off her son for only like 2 or 3 minutes. And he walked and fell into the river, and he died. You see? So you can't watch your children 24 hours a day. However, if Krishna is protecting your child, no one can kill your child, and nothing will happen. So it's up to you to protect your child by always practicing Krishna consciousness in the house, and always praying to Krishna. Just like we pray, Tava kara kamala bare nakam abhuta shingham, dalita iranyakashipu tanabringham, keshavadrita narahari rupa, jaya jagadesha hare. So we're praying to Krishna in his form as Nrsingadev to protect devotees and their children and their families, so that these type of horrible accidents don't happen. And why do they happen? You just take your eyes off your child for a few minutes. It could be in your house, and a child could die. It's happened many times. Even in the house, sometimes they die. Okay? And how about us? We need that protection for us also. We can die any time in a car, in an accident. We can have a little valve that doesn't work in the heart, we die. See? So it's very important to have Krishna's yoga and Shema, his protection and his support. So thank you very much. We'll stop there because it's going to get too late. Are there any questions anyone would like to ask? No question, no eat. It has to be one question. Somebody ask a question. Yes. Yeah. What is the last thing you said? No, you always have a body. You have two bodies right now. You have a gross body made of earth, water, fire, air, and ether or space. And you have a subtle body made of mind, intelligence, and false ego. Both of those bodies are covering your soul. When you die, it's only your gross body that dies. The subtle body is much more durable. It doesn't die, but it will carry you to your next body because it's carrying your karma and it's carrying your unfinished desires. It's very difficult to purify the subtle body. Very difficult. You can only do it through active Krishna consciousness, to purify all material desires and replace them with spiritual desires. So the subtle body will carry your soul to the next body if you still have material desires and if your karma is mixed, good and bad. Whether you have to do good karma or bad karma, you still have to get another material body to enjoy or suffer that karma. Therefore, Krishna consciousness is akarma, action without any material reaction, neither good or bad. You have to learn this. This is called the art of work. Yoga karma sukoshalam. If you learn this art of work, then just by doing the ordinary things in your life, cooking, offering, eating, sleeping, waking up, working, all these things, if you can direct them toward Krishna, and therefore, just by doing those ordinary things directed toward Krishna, you are liberated in this world. You will no longer have any karma. So, the heart is the seat of the soul. Many miraculous things happen in the heart of the human beings. Like, for example, the heart is beating. It's a pump. It can beat for 100 years or 150 years. There's no other pump in the world that can do that. Right? Secondly, when the blood comes back to the heart, it gets rejuvenated. Third, because of the presence of the soul in the heart, you're able to make blood in your body. Your body's like a chemical factory. No chemical factory, no scientist has ever been able to duplicate blood. They duplicate parts of it, but they can't duplicate the whole thing. If you find out how to make blood, you will be the richest person in the world. I'm not kidding you. Because there's short supply of blood. Right. So, but that blood is rejuvenated, and then more blood is made in the body. The scientists can't make it in the laboratory, but the body, it's happening because of the presence of the soul. Okay. So, therefore, the answer to your question is the heart is the seat. Now, if someone's heart comes out and they put the heart of someone else in, does that mean there's a different soul in that body? No. It's just like, here's a chair, right? So, let's say I throw the chair out and someone brings another chair. So, the chair is not the soul. It's simply a seat. But it's an essential place because all these essential things that keep you alive happen in the heart due to the presence of the soul. And there's two souls present in every heart. There's your soul and Krishna's, Paramatma. So it's not only you're there. Therefore, we're looking for Krishna outside. Is he in Vrindavan? Is he in Tirupati? Is he in Samamish? Right? But actually, You know where Krishna is? Right there. We have to learn to look inside, not look outside. And when you chant Hare Krishna, you start becoming archaeologists, going inside to find Krishna in your heart. Just like there's the Google network, there's Yahoo network. By chanting Hare Krishna, you connect to the Krishna network. So you can see YouTube on the internet from Google network, right? But there's a YouTube in here. Krishna's transcendental pastimes in Vrindavan can be seen in real time in your heart if you purify your desires. But we're so interested, just like you're hearing me now. So a little bit later, you go downstairs, someone said, "Oh, Prabhuji, are you coming to the party next week?" "Oh, where is it?" "Oh, it's up in Everett." "Okay, when is it?" "Next Sunday night." I said, "Oh, I was going to go to the town." No, come to the party." "Okay, I'll come to the party." You see, we're being distracted all the time. But the real place, the real party is going on in here. See? But we're becoming blinded by the external moha, illusion. Okay? You had a question? Is that the answer? Okay.
In the process of practicing devotional service, we become more aware of the material desires that we have within our heart. So how do we make the proportion to our spiritual desires more than that?
Okay, question is, in the process of devotional service, sometimes we have also material desires. They don't go away. So how do we replace them with spiritual desires? Very good question. Krishna consciousness acts on the level of thinking, feeling, and willing. There are 3 steps before you act. First you think, it would be so nice if I could meet this girl. Then you feel, I'll be so happy if I meet this girl. Then you will. If I don't meet this girl, I may as well commit suicide. And then you act. But Krishna consciousness acts on the level of the psychological level of thinking, feeling, and willing before action. So you can't stop being attracted to things and developing a material desire. You can't stop it. However, you think about it, but then you feel, it'd be so good. But then there are 6 points of logic that every devotee has to learn. Point 1, Anukulyasya sankalpa, Pratikulyasya varjanam. Always do things favorable for Krishna and reject anything unfavorable to Krishna. Numbers 3 and 4. Smartavya satatam Vishnu, Vishmartavya najatuchit. Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. Number 5. When in doubt, ask Shiksha or Diksha Guru. And number 6, use the triangle of verification to understand if something is true or false. The triangle of verification has 3 points. There is Krishna's words, Bhagavad Gita, the validation and repetition of his words by acharyas, and the validation and repetition of the same thing by guru, present guru. If you can close the triangle because they all validate each other, you know it's true. If you can't close the triangle, then someone is not telling the truth. It's not Krishna, it's not the acharyas. It has to be the guru is not telling the truth. Right? So we have an example of that. Bali Maharaj had a guru, Sukracharya. He taught him that the goal of life is to please Krishna. So Krishna appeared before Bali Maharaj as a dwarf, Brahmana, as Vamanadev. And he asked for bhikshu, he asked for charity. Bali Maharaj said, "Don't give him a damn penny. That's Krishna. He'll take everything away from you." Now this created a dilemma for Bali Maharaj because his guru taught him that Krishna is the beneficiary of all offerings. And now he's telling him, this is Krishna, don't give him anything. What did he do? He rejected his guru. And his guru cursed him that he would lose everything he had. And he thanked his guru. He said, if Krishna takes everything away from me, that's the goal of life. Why, that's not a curse, that's a blessing, that I should lose everything to him. And he did give everything to Krishna. And what did he get? He got an eternal planet and the association of Krishna eternally. Was that a bargain, or did he make a stupid mistake? That was a great bargain, right? So, if you use these 6 points of logic, then when you're trying to feel how good it would be to meet this pretty girl, you would say, wait a minute, is it favorable for Krishna or not favorable? Can I accept it? No, because Krishna won't accept this behavior from me, especially since you're a brahmachari. Therefore, I must reject it. Right? And if I always remember Krishna and never forget Krishna, then I can think at every moment what is pleasing for Krishna. Therefore, I can reject it, knowing he's not going to accept it. And if I have a doubt, I can ask Shiksha or Diksha Guru. And I can also verify it by the triangle of verification. So you'll never make a mistake. The material desires, you'll never stop them coming into your mind. But you can stop them by these points of logic and stop it from going to feeling and willing and then acting. Okay? Haribol. So we'll have, I'll make the announcements really quickly. We want to thank tonight the sponsors of our feast, Vivek Jain on his son's birthday, and Sarang Amandikar on the occasion of the passing away anniversary of Sanjayot Amandikar. So we pray for his well-being and also for Vivek Jain's son's birthday. Upcoming events, we have a guest speaker next week, His Grace Amarendra Das, seminar on Shripad Madhavendra Puri, January 10th, 11th and 12th, and we have Goda Kalyana, the marriage of Goda Devi or Andal to Sri Ranganath, January 13th at 9 a.m. I guess that's a Sunday. And then every Friday night we have Kirtan here with Agni Deva and our kids and other people. A very nice Kirtan program every Friday night, 7 to 9. We have Harinam Sankirtan every Saturday, beginning 1:30 in the University District. And then we go out also with our free food truck, and we feed Mahaprasadam to many, many people. And I guess Vivek Jain's son's name is Vihan on his 8th birthday. So we'll celebrate that as soon as the arti is over.
Jayo Jayo Gaura Chande Aroti ko Shobha Oh Jayo Gaura De Kiba Jayo Gaura Chande Aroti ko Shobha Jana Vitata Vani Jaga Manalobha Jana Vitata Vani Jaga Manalobha Gadadhara. Nikate Advaita Srini Vasa Chatradhara. Boshi achen Gorachan Ratna Singhasani. Arati Korin Brahma Adi Devagane. Banara Hadi Adi Kori Chamara Dulaya. Sanjaya Mukunda Vasu Goshadigaya. Shankha Baje Ganta Baje Baje Karatala. Madhura Mridanga Baje Parama Rasala. Madhur 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 Baje Madhur 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 Baje. Shankha Baje Ganta Baje Madhur 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 Baje. Shankha Baje Ganta Baje Madhur 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 Baje. Baje Ganta Baje Madhur 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 Baje. Shankha Baje Ganta Baje Madhur 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 Baje. Bahu Koti Chandra Jini Badana Yujala Chandradini Vadana Yuja Shivabahu Koti Chandradini Vadana Yudala Gala deshe bonnamala Puri jalamala Shiva Shiva Shukanarada Prime Gada Gada Vakati Vinoda Dikhe Gaura Rasam Pada Jayo Jayo Gora Chande Aroti Ko Shobha Jana Vitata Bani Jagamana Lobha Jaga Jana Mana Lobha Jaga Jana Mana Lobha Gorangera Rotik Shobha Jaga Jana Mana Lobha Gorangera Rotik Shobha Jaga Jana Mana Lobha Jagadana Mana Lobha Gorangela Rotik Shobha Jagadana Mana Lobha Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Hare Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan. Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan. Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan. Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan. Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Sita. Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Sita. Hari Guru Vaishnava Bhagavad Gita. Hari Guru Vaishnava Bhagavad Gita. Hare Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Hare Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Gopal Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudan. Gopal Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Jai Nitya Leela Pravishtam Vishnupad Paramhamsa Paribrajaka Stotara Satasi Shiman, His Divine Grace Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Nitya Leela Pravishtam Vishnupad Paramhamsa Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Ki Anand Kuti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Prem Se Kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Sri Sri Radha Krishna Go Gopinath Cham Kun Radha Kun Giri Govardhan Ki Vrindavan Dham Ki Mayapur Navadip Dham Ki Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Ganga Devi Jamuna Mai Ki Bhakti Devi Tulsi Maharani Ki Nama Sankirtan Ki Harinam Mahamantra Ki Brihat Mridanga Seva Ki Parama Karuna Sri Sri Gaur Nityananda Ki Samvira Bhakta Brinda Ki. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. Glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gaurango. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Pralada Lada Daine. Lada Lada Daine. Hiranyakashipur Bhakshaham. Hiranyakashipur Bhakshaham. Tilatam kana kalaye Tilatam kana kalaye Ito na singho parato na singho Ito na singho parato na singho Yato yato yami tato na singho Yato yato yami tato na singho Bahir na singho hridai na singho Bahir na singho hridai na singho Nisinghamadin sharanam prapadi Nisinghamadin sharanam prapadi Sabakara kamalavade nakam Adhuta singham Dalita hiranyakashipu Tanu bringham Keshavadrita narahari rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Savakala Kamalavade Akam Bhuta Singham Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringham Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Nrsingadev Jaya Nrsingadev Nrsingadev Jaya Nrsingadev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Narahari, 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 Jaya Narahari. Gaura Hare, Gaura Hare, Gaura Hare, Jaya Gaura Hare. Jaya Gaura Hare, Gaura Hare, Gaura Hare, Jaya Gaura Hare. Sai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Sai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nrsingadev Bhagwan ki jai, Bhakta Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, Gaura Premanande.
So if we have Vahan here, Vihan is, if he's here for his birthday, or Vivek Jain's son, if that family is here, please come forward. Yes, Haribo. Okay. want to thank everyone for coming tonight to the Sunday feast. Today was a challenging day with so much electricity cut off, trees all over the place, and still you have braved the elements to come to the temple. So thank you very much.
Prabhu to ask if there was power in the temple. So he said, Prabhu, there's no power in the temple, but all the artis and all the worships are still going on. So
Yeah.
please come.
Yeah.
That was great. I heard from him. I think that was great.
Yeah. It's great. The devotees are really serious. Vihan Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Jai. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Krishna Astu Matir Vihan. May you always remember Krishna throughout your whole life. Okay, how old are you? 8. How many fingers is that? How many fingers is that? Wow, you got it exactly right. Well, I hope you will have many, many more happy birthdays. Did we make a cake for Vihan?
Today was the power out, that's why they couldn't make it.
Oh, okay. Sure, wow. Well, we have a present for you, Vihan. 1 second. We're going to take care of you. Your birthday. 1 second, I'll be right back.
है क्या उस तरफ वो मेरे को बोली कम कम उसके भाई गायब हो गए जीवा